They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Hustle Hoops. I just want to first off say subscribe if you're new and welcome back. So basically, I just want to jump in here and talk about the Lakers and the Warriors. You see it in the title. First off, I can address I was wrong about the Warriors. Okay, I was wrong about the Warriors. Obviously, they're the first seed. What is it, 18-2 now after last night? Yeah, I was wrong about them. I can completely admit when I was wrong. Steph Curry is the MVP this season. I don't think it's anything. I don't think there's anybody else that we should really talk about, especially if they continue to hoop like this. They're dominating. They're going crazy. Steph had another amazing game last night. 33 points, hit 3 threes in a row in the fourth quarter, taking up the ref. It was insane. Like, I was in my room like shaking. Like, I was going crazy in my room, like shaking, jumping up and down, all that type of stuff, because he's just ridiculous. I forgot how I didn't forget how no, I don't want to say that. What I want to say is Steph is the greatest show on earth. Like, I haven't really been watching that much basketball this year just because of school. Like, this semester was kind of hard. But now that I'm on break, it was Thanksgiving break, and now we're going straight into Christmas break. And now I have enough time to start watching. I was only watching highlights. I just forgot how fun it was to watch Steph Curry play live. That's basically what I want to say. I forgot how much fun it was to watch him play live. Like, watching him play live is like no other player in the league right now. He's just so fun. He only had 33, but it was just like, I just anticipate every time he touches the ball. It's so much anticipation, so much excitement comes into my body when I see him with the basketball in his hands. And then just to see him fire a three, it goes in. He's celebrating. The crowd's going wild. I'm going wild. It's just amazing. I love watching Steph Curry and the Warriors. And it's not even all the credit to Steph Curry. This team is good. Obviously the supporting cast is amazing. Draymond is out here playmaking, Poole's hitting shots, Wiggins, everybody's hooping. Steve Kerr has the system like tight. Like, the system is just so perfect. Like, Steve Kerr is a mastermind in the offense. It's just amazing watching them play. And then when Klay comes back, everybody's obviously always going to be crazy. I know I made that video, but I was wrong, bro. This team is super fun to watch. They're winning. They're dangerous. It's amazing. I don't know what else to say. But also for the Clippers, I just want to acknowledge Paul George. I've been trying to tell people that Paul George is OD. Paul George is tough. Paul George just needs help. He couldn't do everything. He couldn't do it. There was just times I'm watching the game and he's just hitting shot after shot. He was going he had like 3 buckets in a row. I think it was like in the third quarter or something. He was just trying to do it. He couldn't do it all. He had 30. He just needs help. Paul George needs help. Paul George needs help. I know the Clippers have been playing relatively well compared to what we thought they were going to do. They are the 5 seed, but that's just like every time like I see them lose, I just think about, man, like Paul George needs help because he's having one of his best seasons right now. And it was really fun to watch Paul George just play last night. I think it was the third quarter because it was when Jordan Poole did hit like 4 threes in a row. But Paul George, like, I just told him, bro, just pull up. He just comes down the court, mid-range, bing, 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 step back, pull, fade away, mid-range, pow, 3-pointer, hezzy pull. Paul George is doing it all, but he just needs help. That's all. But I just want to say Paul George is tough. No more Paul George slander. I think people have been off that anyway. That just all jokes. But in actuality, we all understand how deep Paul George bag is, how smooth his game is, and how much of a bucket he is. But it don't matter. They weren't going to beat the Warriors because Steph wasn't going to lose. Anyway, now moving on to the Lakers, bro. The Lakers got a dub. Yes. That shouldn't be a surprise, but it has been because now they're 500. They're 500. A Lakers team with Braun, Westbrook, and AD is only 500. And that's sad to say because we expected them to do so much more. And I shouldn't be getting excited over a win that the Lakers get on against the Pistons. But when you see they lose against the Kings and you see they losing against the Knicks and you see they're losing against all these bad teams, it's like, bro, what? They lost against the Timberwolves. They lost against the Celtics. I'm just going through. They lost against the Blazers. They lost against the Thunder. They're losing games they should be beating. They lost against the Thunder again. They just been losing games. And so it's been up and down season for me as a Lakers fan. I've just been waiting for the Lakers to get right. You know, I've been waiting to say, oh, I know LeBron was hurt, so he's back now, and yada yada. I've been making excuses for this team. And even tonight, last night, the Lakers almost blew it anyway because they were up by like 19 and then they came back. The Pistons came back and made it close. So it's a good win. It's a good win to see the Lakers get a dub. All three parts of the big three, Bron, Westbrook, and AD, all played well. AD went off in the first quarter a little bit, and then Bron and AD kind of took over in the second half. And then I do want to mention how LeBron has been going crazy. First, ever since the Isaiah Stewart thing, LeBron scored 30 in every game. He scored 30 in the last 3 games. And so LeBron is starting to look back like, I had an argument with some of my friends in the dorm. Like, they're talking about Bron isn't the same Bron. But Bron is starting to look like he's obviously not the same Bron, but 30 points, 3 games in a row. Like, Bron is looking very good. Like, Bron's attacking a rack. He's hitting threes. Bron is playing well. He's diming up, all that type of stuff. I don't know. I'm just excited that the Lakers won, bro. THT, I think he wasn't really playing well in the beginning, but he ended the game with, like 11 or something like that. If I'm mistaken? Let me see. No, he ended the game with 12. Yeah, THT ended the game with 12 points because he wasn't playing good at first. And that was going to be my concern. I was going to say, it's like, yeah, the big three played well, but nobody else played good. Melo was off, but THT, see him come up in the fourth quarter, and he hit some shots in the fourth, couple three. I think only 1 3. Yeah, 1 3. He got himself to 12 points, which was good to see. Melo played bad. I think the Melo hype is over. I think Melo's done going off, but I was just glad to see the Lakers catch it up. Westbrook has been playing well. Westbrook has been playing really well these last couple of games. He had, against the Knicks, he had 31 on 50%. Then the Pacers, he played bad, okay, but then against the Kings, he had 29 on 55%. And just last night against the Pistons, he had 25 on 62%. Westbrook is starting to look regular. He's starting to get right. All he just needs to do is calm down. That's all the Lakers team needs to do. They need to calm down, play together. And once they figure their chemistry out, I guarantee you they'll be okay. Russell Westbrook is still an all-star caliber type point guard, and he'll start performing like it. I guarantee you by the end of the season, let me not say I guarantee, but I do predict by the end of the season, Westbrook will be averaging at least 22, 8, and 8 on pretty good efficiency. Bron is going to be Bron, and then AD is going to be AD. And I think the Lakers can finish with the 3 or 4 seed. And I'm excited for this Lakers team. Maybe this is on the right path. And I don't know who I saw somebody on the internet say that the Isaiah Stewart situation and like all that is going to be what brings the Lakers together and propels them to start winning. And like I said, Bron has been playing well since then. Westbrook has been playing well. AD had a good game. We just got to get AD and everybody to be more consistent. We got to get Westbrook to be more consistent, and then we got to get Melo to start hitting his shots because Melo's been kind of cold. But I'm just glad the Lakers won. Steph Curry's insane, and I love basketball.